Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Morning Brews. My name is Ryan Smeltz, and today we are going to talk about preparing for your day. I think one thing I could have done to prepare a little bit better is gotten a different chair, as this one seems to want to push me out of it. However, I have 3 bullet points: plan it out, write it down; 2, get ready the night before; and 3, do one thing at a time. So this episode has slightly been inspired by the guy we just interviewed on the Veteran Talk Show, and the second half of that interview will more than likely be going up on the Business and Brew Show, as he is the founder of Crayons Ready to Eat, a Marine veteran gone meme reality creator. Yeah, so he made crayons that you can color with and eat. So prepare for your day. Number 1, plan it out and write it down. I cannot tell you how good or bad I am at this, because I think I'm both. There are days where I have a list of things to do and I need to make sure they get done and they are in order of priority, and I put them on my Google Keep. And then throughout the day, when I finish them, I check them off the list. And there are days where things just pile up so fast, sometimes I don't get to write them down. And then everything does kind of get tossed to the 4 winds. So plan it down, write it down, plan it out, write it down, and then you're able to check things off your list. Number 2, get ready the night before. So I have what I call my go bag. It has my notebook and a pen in there. I keep a couple other things, like during the winter, I kept an Under Armour kind of long john shirt and bottoms in there. They're very lightweight. However, they do really well at keeping you warm if you layer correctly. So it's very compact, but in case I leave the house and go to the warehouse and it ends up getting too cold, I can go in the bathroom and throw those on and stay warm. I keep a pack of gum. I keep a pair of safety glasses and gloves in there, as working in a warehouse, sometimes you need those things. And then my earbuds that I use, my wireless earbuds I use with my phone. I keep my spare iPhone in there. I have an old one I use primarily for recording, but if I'm walking around the warehouse, it connects to Wi-Fi. So in any case I need a second device or somebody there needs one, then I have it. That's just an example, but if I use that bag the day before and I don't go in and reset it and make sure that everything's in there, sometimes I keep a shaker bottle of water in there. Sometimes when when I leave, I'll put my lunch container in there, and when I get back, I have to make sure. So sometimes the next morning I forgot to take my lunch container out. So if I reset that bag the night before, then when I wake up the next morning, it's ready to go. Okay. Another example of this is if you do it throughout the week. So I actually have started meal prepping my breakfast. So I cook breakfast 1 day a week, and I put it in 5 different containers technically, but I normally cook it on the first day of the week. So one of those containers is just breakfast for the day, and then the rest have lids, and I throw the lids on and put it in the refrigerator, and I have breakfast for the rest of the week. So I don't have to worry about getting up and cooking. It takes about 2 minutes to heat up in the microwave. um, and it's not the quick junk food. I mean, at the end of the day, maybe you could buy some pretty healthy prepared food. However, it you know, I think eggs and sausage are pretty cheap overall, especially with as many as I buy at one time. So knock out all the cooking in one day, one morning, and then the rest of the week it takes me 2 minutes to get breakfast ready. So there's an example of doing something, one thing at a time. I cook breakfast one time for the entire week. So that brings us on into bullet point number 3. Um, but you know, going hand in hand, getting ready the night before, setting your outfit aside or your clothes aside, or pulling out your socks and your pants, your shirt, whatever. Another example of this, and one reason why I wanted to mention Frank with Crayons Ready to Eat, is that he actually does very similar to Steve Jobs and wears the same outfit every single day. And we're going to talk more about that on Friday. Um, but that is one reason I wanted to bring that up, because uh, it removes that decision making from your process. So in getting ready the night before, lay your clothes out, doing one thing at a time, cooking breakfast for the entire week. Same thing would go for lunch or dinner. I always take leftovers for lunch, so I don't really have to worry about that. But just an example. Like I said, planning it out as far as preparing for your day and writing it down. I think you could also do the same thing there for the entire week. I normally plan my week out on Sundays to just get everything ready and make sure I know what the coming week has in store for me. So that is what I have for you today. Prepare for your day, plan it out, write it down. Writing it down is probably my most favorite piece of this entire process. I'm a huge fan of writing things down. It definitely helps me remember them, and I know it will help you stay organized as well. So I hope this gave you a little bit of value. If it did, leave us a 5-star review. And if it didn't, leave us a 5-star review anyways. Make sure you subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. Most importantly, tell your friends to subscribe as well. That gets the word out there and gets the podcast in front of other people. My name, of course, is Ryan Smeltz, and I will see you on Thursday's episode of Morning Brews.